is number 21, Ryan Carl.
The Saints setting this up like it's going to be an onside kick. Everybody is up on the ball for BGA. There's the kick. It's a pooch kick, and it will be fielded. Actually, it's going to be picked up, and diving on top of it is Kyle Drury, the 5'9", 160-pound junior. And this ball game is underway, and what a gutsy move out of the Saints early, dogs.
First down and 10 at the 22-yard line.
By the Saints as they tried to draw the defense up. And no one was really back deep to return the kick for the Cats. They almost were able to go down there and hop on the ball. But Kyle Drury gets down there, covers it up, and the Cats will have the ball pushed and 10 from the 22. Sam Carbine will go wide out to the far side. Wing formation for the Wildcats, 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Drew Bickley on the keeper, running left side. Bickley wrapped up, and he's going to be pulled down in the backfield by Michael Hellman, a 5'11", 195-pound senior. Your starting defenders for Briarcrest, your 2 defensive tackles, Adam Finn, Justin Curry, your 2 defensive ends, Grant Redmond and Joe Weintraub. Linebackers tonight, Trey Lampkin, Michael Hellman, and John Stauffer. Your single safety tonight, Daniel Worley. Your free safety is going to be Josh Fletcher, and your cornerbacks are Wes Henry and Robert Town. Second down and long for BGA. We'll call it second down at 15. Wing formation, wide out near side is Carbine. Man in motion near side, reverse handoff. Carl running right side, breaks free at the 15, cuts up field at the 20, and spins. It is pulled down. On the tackle, it's Melvin Cole. Melvin, a 5'10", 195-pound senior. And on the initial contact, Ryan Cole gave one tackle spun, ran right into Melvin Cole.
19-yard line.
Not really a passing team, really emphasizing going lots of tricks out of the run formation. But they don't pass the ball a lot early on in the blocking situation.
Wildcats moving from right to left on your radio dial. They're clad in white jerseys, white football pants, and blue helmets with a Wildcat head on the side, like Kansas State. 3-step drop for Bickley. Passes complete out into the flat to the 20, out to the 25 to the 28-yard line. For BGA, it's Caldwell Lucas, 175-pound junior, and that's going to be well short of the first down. John Stauffer in on the coverage, and he made the tackle. So BGA forced to punt it away on their first possession of the night. Dawson. Robert Towns back deep to receive. The free safety, Robert Towns, back at his 37-yard line. Carl to punt, stands in his own 15. Good snap. Low, wobbly kick. Towns is going to watch it roll as it rolls and takes a BGA bounce out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 9 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. The Wildcats will go on defense for the first time tonight. On defense for the Wildcats, Matt Mullen, your left end. Brandon Bubis, your left tackle. Right tackle is Davis Berry. Calder Orr, your right end. Your linebackers tonight, Emery Crosby, Will Holloway, Harlan Hickerson, and Will Walter. Your cornerbacks tonight, Kyle Drury and John Harlan. And your safety is going to be Chris Ross. Fletcher should be the starting quarterback for Briarcrest. And a late substitution for the Saints. Lead formation. Fletcher under center. Handoff left side. Brandon Bubis in on the stop. On the carry was Towns for Briarcrest.
Towns with the carry.
This game last year, Briarcrest really came out
Berry bring him down. Game of 4 brings up second down and 6 ball at the 33-yard line.
Go out 2 touchdowns tonight, key reception, ended up winning the turn, really switched them on to that. The Saints need to come out with another blazing start again tonight.
So the Saints come out sporting the pro formation, one wide out far side. Ball in the right hash, second out and 7. Pitch out to Towns, running left side. Towns from 35 to 40 into BGA territory. We think as he's run out of bounds by a whole slew of Cats at the BGA 49-yard line. So Briarcrest a run-heavy team, and they are already establishing their running game tonight, Dawes.
Play covers 15 yards. First down and 10, ball at the 48-yard line.
You almost could have seen that coming.
Towns is rather far offset towards the left side, and once he got the ball, it wasn't too difficult for him to make a big chunky yardage on the play.
9:12 left to go. First and 10. They marked Towns down on the Briarcrest 48-yard line. So yet again, the Saints will come out in the pro formation. Josh Fletcher, the 6'2", 190-pound senior quarterback, goes down under center. Changes the play at the line. Long snap count. Fletcher, handoff, Towns. Towns out across midfield. Now he's in BGA territory down to the 47-yard line. Matt Mullen in on a stop for the Wildcats.
Towns is a really explosive runner. You know, last year in the Clinic Bowl, right after BGA came back and tied it at 7. First play out of that next possession, Towns busts off an 80-yard run.
8 minutes, 47 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Briarcrest on their first possession of the night. We're all knotted up at 0. Clock running. Second down and 6.5 yards to go for the Saints. Wishbone formation at the 48. We have a flag down at the 49-yard line at the line of scrimmage.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty, still 7 down. With the penalty, it is now second down and 11. Ball moved back to the 47-yard line.
Fletcher under center. Fletcher handoff left side. Cole pounds at the line of scrimmage and the Cats hit him. He may have only gained 2 yards. 8:02 left to go. Clock running. That'll bring up third down and 9 yards to go. We're here live at Vanderbilt Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. The moon is gone tonight. I believe it's overcast outside, but it is a gorgeous night for football. 33 degrees outside here at Vanderbilt Stadium. A cold night for state championship football. BGA Wildcats 7 times if they've been crowned state champions. 6 times, I'm sorry. They hope to make it 7 here tonight. 7.5 minutes left to go, first quarter. Preston McDonald wide out far side. I formation for the Saints. Fletcher under center. Long snap count. Play action pass. Fletcher back to throw, flushed out of the pocket. He's in trouble. Now he's going to run. He breaks one tackle. He's going to be sacked at the 44-yard line by Calder Orr BGA. Calder Orr, a 6'4", 258-pound senior lineman, bore down on Josh Fletcher. Fletcher broke one tackle, and Calder Orr wrapped him up and brought him down. Let's take this time to pause 10 seconds for station identification from Vanderbilt Stadium.
The on the play makes it 4th and 12 from the 45-yard line. Fletcher drops back to punt. Norman and Harlan back to receive the punt. Punt goes there at the 15-yard line, where it will be first down and 10, BGA.
I'm sorry, the 16-yard line. I was about 4 yards off. First and 10 for BGA. I formation for the Cats. They're packed in tight. Drew Bickley under center. Handoff Ryan Carl on the run, left of center. Across the 15-yard line down to the 17.
Ball on the carry. Tackle made by John Stauffer.
6:19 left to go. John Stauffer in on the stop for the Saints. 6:15 left to go.
2 yards on the play makes it second down and 8.
BGA right now running the football. They need to pick up more than 2 yards on first down.
Definitely. They can't be forcing the long-way situations all throughout the night. You're going to have to get in a place where you can pick up these third down conversions via the run.
6 minutes left to go. They'll fake the give to Hickerson. Give us to Carl running right side. Carl right up the middle. He's swallowed up by the big green machine. And that'll bring up third down at 6 for the Wildcats, and this is a passing situation. These two teams tonight came into this game touted as running teams, not as passing teams. A lot of people don't think either one of these teams are very proficient at throwing the football.
No, it could be a defensive struggle if neither team's able to really control the offensive line and move the ball via the run.
5.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. The Wildcats probably going to have to pass the football. BGA moving from right to left, third down and 5 at the 20. Man in motion far side is Carl. Play action. Back to throw is Bickley. 3-step drop. Bickley throws downfield for Carbine. Oh, off the tip of his fingers at the 43-yard line.
Bickley's pass intended for Carbine is incomplete. Rowland and Fletcher defending on the play. Caldwell Lucas
in the punt for BGA Wildcats, number 5, Caldwell Lucas, the 175-pound junior, takes the low snap, kicks it away. This one is a low, wobbly kick, and it's going to take a Briarcrest bounce out of bounds on the 48-yard line. Already, Dawes, the Wildcats missing Todd Soderquist, who was the kicker last year, not the punter, but the kicker, and BGA, specialty teams-wise, a little bit down this year.
Yeah, punting's really been an interesting situation for the Wildcats this year. They had some struggles in that area, and certainly it's hurt them slightly a little bit early on and could come back to hurt them really badly if the Saints can take advantage of this great field position.
5 minutes and 3 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. The Saints of Briarcrest line up in the wishbone, 2 yards into BGA territory. Josh Fletcher on the option. Takes the handoff. Now he's got to pitch out to Melvin Cole around the left side. Cole to the 45, almost gets free, and he's pulled down at the 43-yard line. Will Walton, who returned an 85-yard interception last year for a touchdown against Briarcrest, in on the stop.
Second down and 5.
Big tackle there by Walton. If he doesn't make that grab, Runner's probably able to pick up a few more yards and maybe really be able to do some damage.
0-0 your score. 4.5 minutes left to go here in this contest. In the wishbone, it's Briarcrest. It's second down and 6. Football's on the ground. BGA says they have it at the 44-yard line. We'll see what the referees say. And they signal Briarcrest has it for third down. And after the loss of the yard, it'll be third down and 6.
The fumbled handoff there by the Saints was a golden opportunity for the Cats to flip this field position around. If they're unable to capitalize by falling on the football, Saints now have third down and 5.
You hear the band in the background. Briarcrest with the football in the wishbone formation. Third down and 7. Fletcher. Handoff, now it's reverse. Pitch back to Fletcher at the 45. Fletcher, long bomb downfield, complete to town. Touchdown, Briarcrest, and hello, Memphis.
An amazing throw and play there with Fletcher throwing it deep to Towns. It was the reverse, and then the lateral back to Fletcher finds Towns wide open near the corner of the end zone. He just falls in there, and the Saints get a huge touchdown to take a 6-0 lead.
Briarcrest showing some poise, being able to hold the football.
Justin's force under attempt the extra point.
That's all right. I think that's all. The kick is good with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Your score, Briarcrest 7, BGA nothing.
Briarcrest to kick off. They line up in the onside kick formation once again. A low kick fielded by Carl at the 25 to the 30, cuts right side, and he's going to be wrapped up and thrown backwards down to the 20-yard line. Robert James in on the initial contact for Briarcrest. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. BGA will take over following the long
Turning the kickoff out to the 32-yard line. Tackle made by Towns and Dillon on the play.
Blocking schemes tend to break down there. Briarcrest can kick the ball sometime or to bounce around. They got a good shot to go down.
Andrew McKay took the first handoff, handed it off to McDonald, and then he pitched it back to the quarterback Fletcher. Under center is Bickley. Handoff to Harlan Hickerson around the right side. Harlan Hickerson pulls his way out across the 35 to the 40 and out of bounds.
Hickerson on the carry. pushed out of bounds by Daniel Worley. There is a flag on the play.
Formation. Man in motion to the near side is John Harlan. Hand off Harlan. To the 35 to the 40. To the 35, 30, 25, breaks free, 20, 15, down to the 11-yard line. John Harlan with a humongous game for Wildcats. Running down at the 11.5-yard line. First and 10 Wildcats.
33 yards of play covers. First down and 10 BGA, ball at the 11-yard line.
Just looking for someone to take out and eventually break away down to the 11-yard line for BGA.
Wing formation for the Wildcats. 2:55 left to go. Ryan Carl, the wingback in motion. Timeout called for by the BGA Wildcats.
2:47 to go here in the first quarter. Your score, Briarcrest 7, BGA nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, the title sponsors of the 2002 Clinic Bowl include First Bank, 102.5 The Party, 102.9 The Buzz, and The Scene. Corporate sponsors include Health South, Marsh Corporation, National Sports Council, the First Foundation, TriStar Health Systems, First and Associates, Brookside Properties, BB&T, the Kevin Carter Foundation, WTN 99.7, and George Pastor.
BGA trailing. Man in motion, far side is Carl. Carl on the run. Carl to the 15. Carl breaks one tackle, 10, spins and falls down at the 7-yard line. The Saint Stars did a nice job really recognizing what the Cats were doing, but Ryan Carl, through his pure athleticism, was able to run around the right side and pick up a few extra yards.
Play gains 3 yards. Second down and 7. Ball at the 8-yard line.
He really did a good job of containing that run, but Carl able to pick up a couple of yards to get even closer to the end zone.
Clock running, 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go, 7-0. Decent crowd on hand to witness tonight's ball game. Sam Carbine, wide way out to the near side. Hand off to John Harlan, wrapped up in the backfield and dropped for a loss of 3. In the backfield, it's Merritt Day, a 6'2", 220-pound junior for the Briarcrest Saints. And on the initial contact, 1:52 left to go here in this first quarter of play, and that'll bring up third down and 10 yards to go for the BGA Wildcats. And Dawes, once again, they're in a passing situation. The Cats have got to get something going on offense.
Well, that was a huge defensive play there for the Saints. I mean, if you can just even pick up a couple of yards, you're in a position where you might be able to run for the first down. But the 3-yard loss almost forces Bickley to throw a pass.
Football in the middle of the field, shotgun formation. Bickley takes the snap, looks right side, pass is complete to John Harlan down at the 4-yard line. So John Harlan bringing in the football. Daniel Worley on the coverage, 1:10 left to go. And that is going to be shy of the first down by a couple of yards. Clock will roll under a minute. No question about it, Cats do not go for it here. They will kick a field goal from the right hash mark. Rear Bickley to hold. To kick, it's going to be Joe Locke, the 5'8", 135-pound junior.
Joe Locke to attempt the field goal.
A 21-yard attempt. The kick is no good. With 45 seconds left in the first quarter, the score remains Briarcrest 7, BGA nothing.
Wishbone formation at the 20-yard line. Pitch out as to Towns, left side, cuts upfield 20 to the 25-yard line, where he's finally pulled down at the 26. John Harlan in on the tackle. Boy, John's been doing it all for BGA so far tonight.
Crosby and Harlan for
Saints
BGA.
dodged a major bullet there with
6-yard
that
gain on
last
the play,
play
brings up
possession.
2nd down and
Then they
4,
have a
ball
missed
at the
field goal
26-yard
wide
line.
left. Now if they can take advantage, drive down the field, open up a big lead, they can really take control of this ball game.
In Dawes, opportunities missed like that. You have to score touchdowns in the state championship. Very rarely will field goals only win you the football game. Wishbone formation, some confusion in the backfield for Briarcrest. And the clock will roll down to 0. Briarcrest not too sure if they wanted to get another playoff or not, but we've got a flag down at the football. So that was what the confusion was for, possibly. Clock at 0 right now. We're going to wait and see how Steve Street.
Dead ball, snap infraction on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Will you please reset the clock to 2 seconds? 2 seconds.
So the clock will be reset to 2 seconds. Steve Street, the head referee. Snap infraction does. That usually means the center comes up, moves the football. So that snap infraction will move Briarcrest. Instead of having 2nd out at 4, they'll now have it 2nd and 9. With 2 seconds left to go, clock starts. The quarter is over. After 1 quarter of play, the BGA Wildcats find themselves trailing to the Briarcrest Saints from Vanderbilt Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee.
Fans, be sure to tune into the Clinic Gold Network throughout the games on their in-stadium frequency, 94.1 FM. Tune in now to hear Chip Kane and Dawes Bray call the action. Second down and 9 for Briarcrest.
Briarcrest will have it 2nd down and 9 yards to go. Wishbone formation. John Stauffer in the backfield along with Melvin Cole and Robert Towns. Quarterback is Josh Fletcher. He goes down under center on 2nd down and 9. 1 wide out far side, 1 to the short side of the field, which is the near side. Moving from right to left. Play action. Now they'll hand off Towns. He's hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Will Holloway, the 5'10", 195-pound senior lineman, making the initial contact and standing him up right at the line of scrimmage.
Levy and Bubas on the play.
Once again, the Saints forced into a passing situation. Struggling a little bit to run the ball. Much like that reverse lateral touchdown pass to Towns, both of these teams are going to have to do something to open up the offensive end of the football.
Well, in Dawes, too, that play may come down to be one of the most important plays in the ball game. I don't think BGA was expecting to pass. 3rd down and 7. Shotgun formation. Fletcher stands at his own 18-yard line. We've got whistles and a flag down at the line of scrimmage.
Flag on the play. Third ball, offense, number 60, is open. Penalty will move the ball back to the 18-yard line and bring up 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Twins to the far side on 3rd down at 13. Fletcher in the shotgun formation. His pocket collapses. Pass to the middle of the field. Broken up by BGA. Broken up by Kyle Drury. Pass was intended by Robert. It was intended for Robert Towns. Jackson Norman. I'm sorry. Jackson Norman in on the coverage for BGA. Dawes, nice coverage by the Cats.
Very nice coverage. Towns got his hands on the ball. Norman came in with a big hit to make sure he turned it loose.
Punt formation for Briarcrest. Back deep to receive for BGA, John Harlan. Here's the punt. Almost blocked. Fletcher's punt going to take a Briarcrest bounce at the BGA 49, and it will roll into Briarcrest territory. Wes Henry down the football.
Where it will be 1st down and 10, BGA.
Got great field position again. They need to punch it in.
Wing formation. Man in motion to the near side is Carl. On the option, it's Bickley. Bickley got to keep it. He's wrapped up and pulled down at the 48-yard line by Justin Curry, a 6'1", 280-pound senior defensive lineman.
Saints really had a great opportunity there to really stuff that play for no gain or even maybe a small loss, but both of those players that were returned backfield early,
Second down and 6 for BGA. Ball
pick
at
up
the
3
3-yard
yards.
line.
10:20 left to go in the first half. Second out and 6 facing the BGA Wildcats. Wing formation packed in tight for BGA. Under center is Bickley. Misdirection, handoff. Left side is to the fullback, Harlan Hickerson.
Tackle made by Stomper.
He bangs his way out across midfield and is finally tackled at the 47. John Stauffer in on the stop.
First time the Cats tried to sneak Hickerson through the middle. It was a very successful run, about 8 yards, and ended up with that personal foul. This time the Saints were prepared for it and stopped it. But the Cats have provided themselves a 3rd and short opportunity where they have the chance to convert with a running play.
3rd down and short for the Wildcats. I formation. Drew Bickley under center. Handoff to the standing tailback Carl. Out across midfield. 45-40. 35, and Ryan Carl is finally wrapped up and tackled by Josh Fletcher and finished off by Melvin Cole of Briarcrest. BGA moving the football.
First down and 10.
Carl just explosive through the line there, picking up the first down and then yards after contact down to the 33-yard line.
Virginia right now, an upset brewing, beating Maryland 41-13 with 4.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. 9:15 left to go. First and 10 for BGA. Football spotted on the 33-yard line. I formation for the Wildcats. They're in Briarcrest territory. Pitch out to Carl. Cuts upfield. Tackled from behind and pushed forward for 5 extra yards. Down almost to the 25-yard line. James Allison in on the stop for Briarcrest, along with Michael Hellman.
Carl tried to pause there to wait for some room to come up, and he was caught from behind, but being caught from behind really pushed his momentum forward, and he picked up a couple extra yards after being hit.
Stay tuned immediately following the ball game for our Clinic Bowl wrap-up show. 8:37 left to go in this first half of play. BGA with the football, 2nd down and 4 yards to go. Wing formation, Hickerson the lone back in the backfield. Man in motion to the far side is John Harlan. They'll fake the give to Hickerson. Bickley running left of center. He's wrapped up and tackled for a gain of maybe 1.5 yards. Grant Redmond in on the stop for the Briarcrest Saints. He was finished off by about 3 other defensive linemen down there, Dawes. The Briarcrest Saints really doing a good job defensively. I think they knew they had to hold on 2nd and short, and now we have 3rd down and short. Do the Wildcats throw it here and catch Briarcrest off guard, or do the Wildcats just try to play power football, what they've been doing all season?
I think in this situation, the Cats are probably going to stick with the power football. Got them the first down with Carl on the last 3rd and 2. I think they'll probably go a similar route here.
Bickley under center, I formation. Give us to Carl. Carl pounds forward at the line down to the 23 to the 22-yard line, and he's got the first down by at least a yard, maybe a yard and a half. With 7:42, the clock stops, the chains move. We are in the first half of play.
Play is good enough for a first down.
Once again, Cats getting the ball into a 3rd and short situation, able to convert the 3rd down with relative ease, but you get back into that 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 range, it's going to be really difficult for the Cats to continue to move the chains.
7.5 minutes left to go. First half, 1st and 10, BGA on the 21-yard line. Give us to Ryan Carl, right up the gut. Carl has 3 yards, now 4, and he's tackled by a whole slew of Briarcrest defenders. That'll bring up 2nd out and 6 yards to go for the Wildcats of Battleground Academy.
Play covers 4 yards, brings up 2nd down and 6. Ball on the 17-yard line. Bickley's pass complete to Jared Johnson. Good enough for a first down inside the 10-yard line. First and goal at the 3-yard line for the Wildcats.
Great play by Bickley there to elude the pressure. He had a man coming from his blind side as he turned around, but he was able to avoid him and get the pass off. Make it 1st and goal now for the Wildcats.
6:22 left to go. And now we've got 1st and goal to go on the 4-yard line here at the Clinic Bowl. BGA with the football. Power I formation. Handoff, left side is Nicole, dives into the end zone, touchdown, BGA, and hello, Franklin, Tennessee. Brian Carl, power football, left of center, right up the gut, Dawes, and he scores the touchdown.
Well, it's just a microcosm of the whole drive. Push them off the line and get yards on 1st down. You're going to get in the end zone, the red zone, and really control the line of scrimmage.
The 5'10", 140-pound junior Scott Vick on to attempt the tying extra point. Greer Bickley to hold. The snap by Parrish is high. The hold is down. The kick is up. Is it good this time? Yes, it's good. The Wildcats of BGA tie it up at 7 with 6:05 left to go in the first half. From Vanderbilt Stadium in Nashville, you're listening to the Clinic Bowl Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will remind you that videotapes of all state tournament football games are available from Video Sports. Stop by their tent located.
Josh Fletcher and Robert Towns back deep to receive. Fletcher, the high kick fielded at the 9, bobbled to the 10, 15, 20, running left side, finds a hole, 25-yard line. Fletcher finally pulled down by Chris Ross, just shy of the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Briarcrest. Whoa, they spot him all the way back at the, where will Mr. Dial-A-Down stop? He will stop at the 27.5-yard line.
That return from Fletcher, though, really speaks to the athleticism of the Briarcrest quarterback. He's doing punting and kick returns, really just an all-around athlete.
Like Todd Soderquist was for Battleground last year in the Clinic Bowl, the Renaissance man. 6 minutes left to go. With the football, Briarcrest, wing formation, one lone receiver far side. Line comes set all together. Fletcher, 2-step drop, throws into the flat, pass is complete out to McKay. McKay out across the 30 to the 35-yard line, where he's finally pulled down by Kyle Drury, the 5'9", 160-pound junior. Andrew McKay, a 5'9", 165-pound junior wingback, making the reception.
Drury was giving a lot of cushion in that case, and Fletcher noticed it and took advantage of it, just throwing quick flip pass out to McKay, and they pick up 8 yards on the play.
So Andrew McKay, after his reception, makes it 2nd and 2. Wishbone formation for the Saints. Boy, I haven't seen this since Vanderbilt used to run it. The wishbone formation, 2nd and 2. Pitch out to Towns, cuts upfield, 35 to the 40, out across the 40-yard line, and just shy of the 45 goes Robert Towns of Briarcrest, picking up the first down plus 6 yards. Emery Crosby for BGA in on the stop.
That seems to be the game plan for the Saints thus far early in this ball game. Get Towns outside the tackles and just let him go.
What a horrible feeling those up in Maryland are having right now. 48-13 will be your final as the clock ticks down. The Terrapins fall to the Cavaliers. First down and 10 from the 45-yard line, still in their own territory. Briarcrest with a football. 3-step drop to throw as Fletcher finds McKay at the 45. McKay breaks one tackle. McKay out across midfield, and he's slammed back into Briarcrest territory by about 4 Battleground defenders. A big gain on 1st and 10.
Even though he missed the tackle initially, Drury did a much better job of closing on that play. Was able to keep it to a relatively moderate gain.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
For a 2nd and 5 for the Saints now at midfield. 4:20 to go in the first half.
2nd down and 5 yards to go for the Saints. 4:11 left to go. Fletcher under center in the wishbone formation. He sends his Saints. They'll fake the give to Towns. Running right, now running left is Cole. Cole out across midfield, down to the 45-yard line. Cole has the first down by at least a yard. Well, we say that, and he'll get a very conservative Republican spot back to the 46-yard line. And the Saints are booing that spot. The Saints are booing that spot.
It doesn't even appear to be close enough for it to warrant a measurement.
I'm not so sure. That spot was awfully conservative, Dawes.
You got to love what the Saints are doing offensively, though. They come out and establish Towns, go with Towns, and they fake it to him and get a good gain.
The Saint fans are on their feet on 3rd and 1. Fletcher dives forward. Does he have it? Yes. Josh Fletcher picks up the first down, diving forward behind his center. He'll have the first down. Clock stops with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to move the chains. Well, Dawes, you have to expect that's going to happen on the play. And now we've got an injured Saint.
Garrett Vaughn, the injured Saint.
Fletcher will go down under center. Wishbone formation changes the play at the line. Fletcher takes the snap, gives to Towns. Towns runs into him. Now a reverse direction, back to the left. Towns dives forward as he gets past the 40-yard line all the way down to the 36.
Serious miscommunication there between Fletcher and Towns as they run into each other. But that just speaks to the level of Towns' athleticism. He was able to make such a big gain out of the play that looked like a busted play.
2 minutes and 51 seconds left to go. BGA and Briarcrest tied at 7 here in the first half. 7-7. Briarcrest hoping to unknot the tie. Josh Fletcher, the quarterback, will go down under center on 2nd and 2. Back to throw is Fletcher. 5-step drop, now 6, flushed out of the pocket, running right side. Fletcher all the way back into BGA territory, and he'll throw it way out of bounds. And the BGA coaching staff wanting an intentional grounding call, and there's actually 2 penalties down on the play now. There's a flag down to the 49, and the referee takes his hat off. Intentional grounding and personal foul are going to be the 2 calls.
Liberty makes it 3rd down and 26. Ball moved all the way back to the 40-yard line.
.223 left to go in the first half of play. 3rd down and 26. Football spotted on the Briarcrest 39. Back to throw is Fletcher. Under pressure, has time. Pass is complete. Pitch out to Towns. Dives forward at the 49.
Great play by John Harlan there to stay home and not let the hook and ladder fool him there. He was able to stick with it and make the tackle on Towns and force 4th down.
So some trickery there for the Briarcrest Saints. They've done that a few times tonight, but it's not enough for the first down. 4th down and 14. John Harlan back deep to receive. Fletcher to punt from the 40-yard line. High snap, Fletcher brings it down, gets the kick away. This time a high end over and kick. Harlan calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 20-yard line.
BGA. Videotapes of all state tournament football games are available from Video Sports. Stop by their tent located at the ticket entrance. Video Sports is the official video of the TSSAA.
In the first half of play, I formation, Cats come out in the I. Handoff is to Ryan Carl as he cuts upfield at the 20, and he'll make it just shy of the 25-yard line. Clock running now, rolls under 90 seconds. Here in the first half, BGA and Briarcrest tied at 7. This could be our best game of the Clinic Bowl. The Saint Marching Band already taking their position down on the field. 1:19 left to go. Do you think we see BGA air it out here, Dawes?
No, I think the Cats will be content to take it into halftime and readjust there. But they have to be sure they gain a couple more yards, because if Briarcrest is confident they can stop them, they can spend their timeouts and try to get good field position.
Bickley under center I formation. I, out of the I, it'll be a pitch to Ryan Carl out across the 25 to the 30-yard line, and Ryan Carl pushed out of bounds by Daniel Worley. 54 seconds, clock stops. And a little bit of pushing and shoving, a little mixing it up going on after the play is over, Dawes.
Tensions are high at this point. A lot riding on this game. It's still very tight, obviously 7-7. Very important for the Cats to pick up this first down for their sake. If they don't, Briarcrest will probably have 2 timeouts and about 40 seconds to work with if they'd like to. If they do, the Cats can most likely just sit on it and walk into halftime tied up.
I formation. Bickley fakes the give. And did he fumble? No, he kept it. Briarcrest begging for the timeout as he went over center on 3rd down and 1.
Timeout, Briarcrest. Towns back to return the punt for Briarcrest.
Back deep to receive is Robert Towns. Standing free safety at his own 40-yard line. The snap is Parrish. Snap is good. The kick is away. This is a sideways spiraling kick fielded by Robert Towns at the 40. Turns on the afterburners, fumbles the football.
Towns returning down to the 35.
I believe, and he gets it back up and still advances it out to the 47-yard line. So right now we're all knotted up at 7 apiece. 32 seconds left to go in the first half. Halftime statistics will be coming your way shortly. Dawes Gray and myself will have your halftime show. We are live from Vanderbilt Stadium.
Gotta think the Saints probably need maybe 25, 30 yards to feel confident in field goal range. Whatever slight win there might be at this point is probably just in the Saints' favor, but they're still going to need a good ways to go to get in the field goal position.
Shotgun formation, Fletcher has all day in the pocket. Pass out into the flat, complete by Quintero Franklin. And he's pulled down, first down yardage at the 42. And there's a flag down in the backfield. The initial call is holding. Just underway in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The Bengal Tigers of LSU and the Rebels of Ole Miss tied at 0. Handoff is to Cole, right up the gut. Cole still on his feet, breaks free at the 35, and he's finally pulled down at the 39-yard line, and that'll do it for the first half as the clock rolls to 3, 2, 1.
Cole on the carry. And that's the end of the first half. Here from the 2002 Clinic Bowl, your score is tied at 7. Robert Towns back to receive the kickoff for Briarcrest.
BGA set to kick off. The Wildcats of Battleground Academy. In the first half, 110 yards, Briarcrest 122. Set to kick off for BGA, Joel Locke. Locke with the football at the 40-yard line. Locke, his kick, high, end over end spiral, nice kick. Fielded by Town to the 6, to the 10-yard line, to the 15, to the 20-yard line, check that. That is Jamal Goodrich on the carry. Jamal Goodrich. Sid Harmon in on the stop for the BGA Wildcats.
Harmon made the tackle for BGA.
Briarcrest has been moving the ball really well tonight. They just have to make sure they play penalty-free football. And if they can do that and stay out of those second and really long situations and third and 15s, third and 16s, they'll be able to move the ball effectively against the BGA defense.
Briarcrest has it, 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. I formation consists of Stopper and Cole. Back to throw is Fletcher. Pass incomplete. He underthrew Andrew McKay back at the 39-yard line, and we've got flags down at the line of scrimmage.
There's a flag on the play. Down and 10, ball at the 24-yard line.
11:47 left to go. 7-7 your score. Briarcrest and BGA playing football. Quick snap, pitch out to Towns, running left side to the 25, out across the 26. He's wrapped up and stuffed by the Cats.
Same play we saw Towns bust for about 15 yards in the first half. This time John Pearlman stayed home and was able to contain the play, allow the rest of the defense to come over for the tackle.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Aaron Yarbrough, our producer engineer tonight, Bradley Lambert in there as well. Chip Kane alongside Dawes Gray. 11:18 left to go. Here in the third quarter, 3rd down and 7 for Briarcrest after the 3-yard gain by the running back Robert Towns. Shotgun formation. Fletcher stands back at the 22-yard line. Pump fakes, got to keep it wrapped up. Now he's going to break free again. Breaks another tackle after the 30-yard line. Fletcher out across the 35 down to the 40, almost to the 40-yard line. He's going to be pulled down just shy at the 39. Chris Ross, the 6'3", 200-pound senior for BGA, in on the stop.
Really poor tackling there by the Wildcats. They had Fletcher wrapped up well short of the first down 2 or 3 separate occasions. But Fletcher shows good elusiveness and moves the chains for the Saints.
10:53 left to go, third quarter, 1st and 10. Chains moved for Briarcrest. Clock now runs as the ball is set in play. Wishbone formation. Briarcrest is running out of the wishbone. The wishbone is a tough formation to stop. 10:41 left to go. Under center is Fletcher. He fakes the give to Towns. Hands off Cole, running left side. Cole tackled, breaks free. Cole still on his feet to the 45-yard line. We'll see where the referees mark forward progression. And the football goes back into the Briarcrest huddle. The referees have to go retrieve it from the Briarcrest huddle.
2nd down and 5 for Briarcrest. Ball at the 44-yard line.
Good gain on 1st down there for Briarcrest as they're able to get into 2nd and medium yard range situation. Much better than the last one. Of course, the last one they were able to convert anyway on that great run by Fletcher.
9 minutes, 57 seconds left to go. Some confusion in the wishbone. Fletcher turning around and talking to John Stoffer. They'll fake the give left side, handoff Towns, wrapped up in the line, and he is stuffed and upended at the 45-yard line. Robert Towns hammered hard as he hit the line and sandwiched. Brandon Bubis, the 5'10", 220-pound senior, in on the stop. His brother was a state champion last night for MDA.
Ball at the 45-yard line.
No one for BGA really fooled by that fake there. 3 people waiting for Towns once he got the ball.
There's a party at the Town Square in Franklin tonight. 9:12 left to go. You want to join us for our post-game show as we wrap up all the games from this weekend. Fletcher under center. Lone setback is Cole. 3-step drop. Finds Towns in the flat. Pass complete at the 49-yard line. Into BGA territory. That's enough to move the chains. A first down by 3 yards. 1st and 10. Tie ball game at 7. Briarcrest on the move. 8 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in the third quarter of play.
What a great throw there by Fletcher. Throws it far enough to get the first down, but throws it where only Towns can get it, and far enough away where Jury can't close in on it.
Ole Miss takes the lead early on LSU and Baton Rouge 3-0. A little over 2 minutes left to go in that contest. Fletcher goes down under center. Melvin Cole, the lone back in the backfield. Twins wide out to the near side. Football on the right hash. Play action pass. The Wildcats do not fall for it. Fletcher on the run. Turns on the afterburners into Wildcat territory to the 45, and he's upended by Hickerson at the 42-yard line. Hickerson hits him hard. Oh my, he'll feel that one into next Wednesday.
Hickerson was chasing it all over the field. And when Fletcher stopped and tried to change direction, Hickerson was right there to supply the big hit.
He covers 8 yards.
8:10 left to go. Boy, Josh Fletcher picked up good yardage on first down. And now the Briarcrest Saints have got it 2nd and 3, but boy, he's paying the toll for taking that road. 2nd down and 3, 7:55 left to go, third quarter. Briarcrest on the move. 7:50 left to go. Handoff is to Cole, immediate handoff. Runs over 2 or 3 defenders out across the 40, down to the 35. Cole still on his feet, still fighting. He was never tackled.
Cole on the carry. Hickerson and Levy make the tackle for BGA. They get him for a first down. First down and 10 at the 35-yard line for Briarcrest.
Cole and Towns will be your backs in the backfield, along with Stopper. Stopper's your fullback, your 2 running backs, Cole and Towns. Wide receivers both near and far. Wishbone formation, handoff Cole running left side. Breaks 1 tackle, now 2 out across the 30 down to the 25-yard line. Chris Ross making a touchdown saving shoestring tackle for the BGA Wildcats.
Great tackle there by Ross, but a nice run by Cole as the Saints running tackles really starting to get into motion. They're moving the ball very, very well.
6:59 left to go, 7-7 your score. So now 2nd down and inches for the Saints of Briarcrest. Fletcher changing the play at the line. Wide outs to the far side are Jamal Goodrich and Quintero Franklin. Offset I formation. Backs in the backfield, comes set. Pitch out as to Towns running around the right side. Towns cuts upfield at the right hash at the 25. And he's pulled down. Will Holloway has plenty. Will Holloway makes the tackle. And Towns has plenty for the first down.
First down and 10 for the Saints.
Well, Dawes Briarcrest moving the ball like men on a mission.
They are just a 3-yard gain there for Towns on that play, but it does the job. He gets the first down, 4 more downs for his team, and they're knocking on the door of the BGA end zone.
Tonight's spotter, Zach Bingham. Tonight's statistician, Nelson Smotherman. 6:20 left to go, 7-7 your score. Briarcrest moving the football. A fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Fletcher under center, offset I formation. Handoff left side to Melvin Cole out across the 20 down to the 15-yard line. John Harlan hit on the stop, and he saved the touchdown as Melvin Cole bangs his way down to the 14-yard line.
Definitely a desperation touchdown-saving tackle there from Harlan. If he doesn't make that tackle, he's going to race to the corner, and I don't think any Wildcat would be able to catch him.
We're live at Vanderbilt Stadium, 5:44 left to go. A little bit less than 7,000 on hand to witness tonight's game. Wishbone formation. Under center is Fletcher. Handoff left side Cole. Running out across the 15, and he's wrapped up and pulled down by a whole slew of Cats. Calder Orr led the way for the Cat Cavalry, the 6'4", 258-pound senior.
Cole on the carry, Orr on the tackle.
5:19 left to go in the third quarter.
Officials timeout for a measurement. Chris picks up the first down. Timeout, BGA. First down and 10 for Briarcrest. Ball at the 12-yard line.
5:17 left to go. Briarcrest has a fresh set of downs at the BGA 12-yard line, I'm sorry. Handoff right side is to Towns. Towns at the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Full slew of Cats in there on the tackle.
Looks like he might have been held up by running into his own man.
Right now on defense, BGA needs all the help they can get, and if it comes from a guy in a green jersey, they'll take it.
Absolutely. Been a great drive thus far for the Saints. Wasted over 7 minutes of this clock already. Got to think the BGA defense is getting tired. The Saints are just going to try to wear them down and work their way into the end zone.
Wide out far side, Andrew McKay. Wide out to the near side, Preston McDonald. Offset I formation for Briarcrest. Fletcher under center. Hands off to Stauffer. Stauffer to the 5-yard line. Stauffer inside the 5, and he is pulled down close to the first down. We'll see. And that was second out and 6. We'll see where the spot comes. We may have a timeout for a measurement. Nope, third down. Just short. Third down and inches for the Saints on the BGA 3-yard line. They've got to make it to the 2. Well, maybe to the 2 and 2/3 yard line. Clock rolls under 4 minutes left to go. Biggest third down stand of the night for BGA. The Briarcrest faithful are on their feet. Wing formation for the Saints. Fletcher changing the play at the line. Goes under center. Hand off to Cole. Cole fights for the first down. Does he have it?
I don't think he got back to the line.
I don't know. Joe Levy.
Levy on the tackle.
In on the tackle. 3:37 left to go.
No,
And it's fourth
down.
down. The Wildcats held.
Well,
Do you go for it, Dawes, or do you kick the field goal?
personally, I think he kicked the field goal, but it looks like Coach Hugh Freeze is going to send the offense out on the field. 4th and 1, you got a tired BGA defense. It's a gutsy call, but can the Cats step up and shut down the drive?
Well, it's going to be a long drive anyways if BGA holds maybe 98, 99 yards. The Briarcrest crowd, nonetheless, has just loved the call. Briarcrest calls timeout, but by sending the offense back out, Hugh Freeze.
To find your favorite photographs and memories of the 2002 Printing Bowl and other TWSAA championships, log on to e-sportpicks.com. It's quick and easy to do. That's E-3 online.
Baptist Hospital and the TWSAA, a happy combination.
And the Saints have it. They fumble the football. Who has it? They're running left side. Briarcrest has it. Do they have the first down? I don't think so.
I think he's short.
I think he's short of it. The Wildcats of BGA saying no. And now the referees say first down, BGA. The Cats hold.
What a huge play. Towns unable to corral the pitch. Might have had a great shot at picking up the first down, but the fumble really stops any opportunity of that. Definitely not a first down. Ball spotted right on the 3 after the second down play was inside the 3, so definitely no first down.
The handoff was to Towns. He ran left side, fumbled the football, and now BGA has it back. 34 listeners right now. We thank everyone for tuning in. BGA's first play from scrimmage. Handoff running right. Ryan Carl bangs his way out to the 9. Joe Weintraub, the 6'2", 185-pound senior, out on the tackle. If BGA can drive down and score here, then we as broadcasters can play armchair quarterback and say, well, maybe they should have kicked the field goal. But nonetheless, I think you have to agree with the call Hugh Freeze made. You've been here 4 times. You've gone away with the silver ball 4 times. You've got to do something to try to win one. High formation for BGA. Bickley under center. Handoff Carl running right side. Bangs out across the 10, just shy of the 15, and he'll have the first down. Jeremy Wally, the 6'1", 215-pound sophomore on the tackle. The chains will move 1st and 10 for Battleground Academy of Franklin, Tennessee.
I think if you got an opportunity to take the lead, you're almost assured of making. You got to take it, even if it's only a field goal. Gutsy call there by Coach Freeze. If it works out great, he's praised as a genius. Briarcrest has a 7-point lead. If it doesn't, and BGA drives down the field, it might come back to haunt him.
Bickley hands off Carl in the backfield. Carl stops cold, sees the defense, and is wrapped up by 4 Briarcrest defenders in the backfield. Boy, Dawes, there were more green shirts than white in the backfield that time. That's something the Battleground cannot have.
Now the Saints just burst through the line and made the stop. Very important for BGA to get a couple of first downs on this drive, to give the time for the defense to rest for those that don't play both ways. Just a chance to recuperate. They endured a 9-minute drive and held, but had to think it took a lot out of the defense.
Second down and a long 12 yards to go. I formation. Wildcats have everyone on the line. Hand off to the fullback, Harlan Hickerson. Harlan Comes right side, changes direction, cuts back left, and he'll gain about 4 or 5 out across the right hash as he cuts back into the center of the field. Michael Hellman in on the stop for the Saints of Briarcrest. Clock rolling under 1:15 here in the third quarter. The score tied at 7. Briarcrest and BGA playing for the golden ball.
Cats are left with the 3rd and 7. Will Bickley go to the air, or they're going to try to keep it on the ground and grind this thing out?
Under a minute left to go. High formation. They're all packed in tight. I think the Cats may run it on 3rd down and 7. Pitch out is to Carl. Gets the push from behind. Carl falls down backwards as he crosses the 20 out to the 24-yard line, and he's going to be, well, he's going to be short of the first down by a few yards. We've got some injured Briarcrest defenders on a play, some shaken up defenders. And he is short of the first down by 2. Robert Towns back deep to receive, along with Josh Fletcher. So the quarterback and the running back deep to receive. Caldwell Lucas in punt formation for the Cats at the 10-yard line. BGA punting from left to right. The snap by Parrish is on the ground. Lucas gets it back in his hands. It's partially blocked. Quintero Franklin may have had a hand on it.
Lucas's punt rolls out of bounds at the 37-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Saints of Briarcrest.
First down for Briarcrest. That's the end of the 3rd quarter here from the 2002 Clinic Bowl State Football Champion.
Break the huddle and come back to the line of scrimmage. They'll have it 1st and 10, deep in battleground territory. They're driving the football. It's spotted at the 26. Wishbone formation, everyone packed in tight. Receivers both near and far. Handoff is to Stauffer, running right of center, out across the 25, down to the 22-yard line. Emery Crosby in on the stop for Battleground Academy.
On the carry.
Well, Dawes, it's crunch time now. Now we see what both these teams are made out of.
After the second half, Briarcrest has just been methodically moving the ball down the field. The last drive stalled down at the 3, but they've just picked up right where they started again, moving the ball deep into Wildcat territory.
BGA wanting some kind of stop and wanting it soon. Wishbone formation, dead center of the field. Handoff Stopper again. He's wrapped up, and he is dropped in the backfield by Brandon Bubas. The 5'10", 220-pound senior wrapped him up and slung him to the ground.
Stover on the carry.
Bring up 3rd and long for the Saints. Probably force them into a passing situation. Cats will be aware of that and will likely drop some more people into coverage to try to prevent the first down being acquired by the Saints.
10 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in regulation. This ball game might go to overtime. 3rd down and a long 8 yards to go for Briarcrest. Football spotted in the middle of the field at the 23.5-yard line. Some changes made in the Wildcat defense. They show blitz. There's movement on the line. Flags are down.
There is a flag on the play. He makes it 3rd down and 13 for Briarcrest and moves the ball back to the 28-yard line. Keeps it. Hickerson and Norman make the stop for BGA. Makes it 3rd down and 22, balls at the 37-yard line.
3rd down and long for the Saints of Briarcrest. Throw set for the Saints. Handoff now to Quintero Franklin. Same play that scored the touchdown earlier. The pass downfield is incomplete. Underthrown. It was handed off to Andrew McCain. Then to Preston McDonald on the reverse and then pitched back to the quarterback, Josh Fletcher. And he got pressured that time. That takes guts running the same exact play. The BGA was ready, having seen that before.
Cats obviously adjusted at halftime, had good pressure on Fletcher, and Towns was double covered on the play. Not much success of that happening. And it appears that Fletcher is going to go back into punt formation. So again, penalties hurting the Saints, knocking them out of scoring position.
So to punt, it's Fletcher. Back deep to receive. Jackson Norman. Snap, bobbled. End over end kick, fair catch called for at the 10. This one's going to roll, and it is going to go into the end zone. Touchback. BGA will start 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs on the 20.
1st down and 10, ball at the 20-yard line.
Left to go, 7-7 your score. The Wildcats of BGA back on offense. Wing formation for the Cats. Bickley under center. Man in motion to the near side is John Harlan. It's a fake reverse. They'll hand off Carl running right side around the 20-yard line. Pounds forward out across the 25, and he'll gain 6 on 1st down, and that'll leave BGA with a 2nd down and 4.
Cats very fortunate to still be tied in this ball game, 7-7. Briarcrest has put together 2 solid drives to open up the second half but have no points to show for it. Now the Cats have an opportunity to drive down the field, take the lead.
9 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Bickley, handoff up the gut to Carl, out across the 25. He'll gain maybe a yard. Boy, very conservative spot for BGA on the last play.
Gain of 1.
Let's take this opportunity to take a legal ID. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Clinic Bowl Radio Network. Bickley under center. Pitch out to Carl right side. Has running room. 25-yard line. 1st down. Out across the 30-yard line.
Tackle made by Stover.
He's got a 1st down by at least a half a yard, so BGA will move the chains.
Like good enough for a 1st down. 1st down and 10, BGA, ball at the 31-yard line.
8:25 left to go here in the ball game. Battleground moving the football.
3 runs with Ryan Carl to get the 1st down. The big play, getting 5 yards on 1st down, enables you to try to smash mouth your way into that 1st down. That's just what the Cats did right there.
1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. I formation. Handoff is to John Harlan. Running right side. Bounces off one tackler. Has life to the 35. John Harlan wrapped up on the play by the big D lineman Barrett Day, the 6'2", 220-pound junior.
Worley and Weintraub combined on the stop for Briarcrest. Gain of 4.
Again, big yardage for the Cats on 1st down, giving them more versatility on 2nd down. Although it's been clearly evident throughout this game, the Cats will prefer to run in most every situation.
Wildcats come out, handoff, running right side. Ryan Carl. Carl finds a hole at the 35 to the 40, out across the 45-yard line. Ryan Carl pulled out of the 46 by Melvin Cole, the 5'10", 195-pound senior. The Saints coming into tonight's ball game 10-2, the Wildcats 9-3. Briarcrest with a 24-21 win over MUS. They lost to Christian Brothers. And also Brentwood Academy. BA falling last night hard to MBA 27-11. 7:14 left to go. Cats have 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line.
BGA calls for time.
Wing formation, give it to Hickerson. Hickerson still on his feet, gets a push from the defense. Hickerson out across midfield and into Briarcrest territory. Hellman on the tackle.
First time this drive that BGA hasn't gone to call, change of pace there with Hickerson, and he's also able to pick up a good chunk of yardage on 1st down.
4 yards on 1st down, 2nd down and 6, ball rest on the 50-yard line.
Well, when you can pick up 4 a play, it makes the game a lot easier. 2nd down and 6 yards to go. Pure eye formation for the Cats. Bickley play action. He's wrapped up and sacked by the entire Briarcrest defensive line. Oh my goodness, BGA let every green shirt on the field into the backfield on that play.
The play was really doomed to failure there as Bickley had no chance to get a throw off, and there's only a 1 wide receiver route. Harlan was well covered. Bickley had nowhere to go, did a good job to take the sack and not risk a turnover.
Well, that's going to hurt. 6:07 left to go, 7-7 the score. That might have just taken BGA out of 1st down territory. Sam Carbine, wide out near side, twins to the near side, twins far side. Shotgun formation for the Cats. Bickley back to throw, 3 now 4-step drop. Looks over the middle, pass is going to be dropped by Ryan Call at the 44-yard line. 4th and 13, a punting situation. Melvin Cole on the coverage. 5:44 left to go, 7-7 your score. 4th and 15, and the Wildcats go from moving the football with a passion to moving it without a passion. They lose yardage on the sack.
Very important from a BGA perspective for Lucas to get off a good punt here. Don't want his confidence to be shaken after shanking the last one.
Lucas in the punt from his 30. Punt formation, snap, good, kick, beautiful spiral, takes a BGA bounce at the 30 down to the 25, and it'll be down by Jackson Norman at the 24-yard line. Briarcrest with a football. They'd like to score. 7-7. Back to throw is Fletcher. Fletcher pass complete to McKay. McKay wrapped up and dropped by Kyle Drury at the 27-yard line. Also in there to help assist Emery Crosby, the big 5'10", 190-pound junior linebacker. 7-7 your score. 5:15 left to go in the ball game. Well, Briarcrest would like to score, and they would like to score with very little time left, Austin.
That's very true, and much of the second half they've been very methodical in moving the ball down the field, kept getting a couple yards here, getting a couple yards here, converting a key 3rd down. They have a very good chance they can string a couple of 1st downs together of running the clock nearly out.
Give left side is to Cole. Cole breaks one tackle, flag down. The Wildcats wrap him up and pull him down at the 36-yard line.
Cole on the carry. Tackled by Ross and Holloway. There's a flag on the play. First down and 10, ball at the 42-yard line.
Well, now they both got one. Or no, BGA has one. Briarcrest has more than 4 or 5 penalties. Give right sides and Towns. They have 6 penalties. 7, 8. 8 says Nelson.
Tackled by Crosby for BGA.
Henry Crosby, another tackle. Once again, our statistician tonight, Nelson Smotherman. We want to thank Nelson for coming out and helping us tonight. It's a pleasure to have a human doing statistics and not a computer. It's a breath of fresh air. 4:10 left to go. 7-7 the score. Clock rolling. 4:05 left to go in the ball game. Wing formation. Pull your lone back. 3-step drop by Fletcher. Has time. Pass downfield is going to be almost picked off. Nice coverage by John Harlan. Pass intended for Preston McDonald, the senior. Preston unable to bring it down. Great coverage by the Wildcats.
Fabulous job by Harlan to flick that pass. He got turned around late and was able to get a finger on it and keep the ball from floating into the hands of McDonald.
3 minutes and 54 seconds left to go. 3rd down and 10 facing the Saints of Briarcrest. And the Saint crowd is silent. We'll probably hear them in just a second. A big 3rd down for Briarcrest. Fletcher will go down under center. Melvin Cole, your lone back. One lone receiver to the far side. There's the snap. Play action pass. Rolling left side is Fletcher. Fletcher being hunted down by the Cat defense, and he's slung out of bounds by Will Walton, the 5'9", 175-pound junior, in the Cats hold on 30-10.
Brings up 4th down.
That's going to force a punt there from Briarcrest. They're unable to drive down the field. The Cats should get the ball back. About 3.5 minutes to go to their own game-winning drive.
Jackson Norman stands back in his own 20 to
If we
receive
be
the
tied at the end of regulation, we'll go to an overtime. Very similar to the college format, but it starts at the 10-yard line.
Fletcher in punt formation at the 32, and we've got whistles and a flag down on the line of scrimmage. And it's not going to matter if it's on BGA because it'll only be 5 and it'll still be short of the first, but Briarcrest might go for it. We'll see who it's on. I think this is going to go against, we'll see. BGA walking backwards. Let's hear the call. 3:45 left to go. 4th down and 6 turns into 4th and 1. Now it's decision time for the Saints. Now, Dawes, one other thing to have to remember is we got a timeout called.
Timeout, Briarcrest. BGA with the timeout. 26-yard line for Briarcrest.
Fletcher under center in the wishbone formation, runs left side, and he has the 1st down. 1st and 10, Briarcrest.
Huge penalty there on the Wildcats. Penalties finally going the other way, hurting BGA in this situation. The illegal substitution gets it close enough to the sticks to allow Briarcrest to go for the 1st down, and they're going to keep this drive alive with 3:39 to go in the ball game.
3 minutes, 35 seconds left to go. 1st and 10 for Briarcrest. Well, BGA, no timeouts. They're helpless now to stop the clock. Briarcrest has 2. Well, if you're a Briarcrest fan in Memphis, we thank you for tuning in. Handoff is to Towns, running right side. Towns has at least 4, maybe 5 on the run, hit by Chris Ross and pushed to the ground.
Tackle made by Chris Ross for BGA.
Also seemed to run into the umpire a little bit there. I got them tangled up a little bit.
Clock rolls into 3 minutes. Didn't quite see a Briarcrest field goal kicker before the game. Don't know what his range is. For BGA's sake, hopefully it's short. For Briarcrest, hopefully it's long. Handoff is to the fullback, John Stopper.
Stopper on the carry.
Davis Berry in on the tackle.
With BGA powerless now to stop the clock, Briarcrest could string together a couple of 1st downs. They could run the clock down so there's no time left to do anything but kick a field goal to win the ball game.
Ball at the 39-yard line.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see how it pans out. 3rd down and a long 3 yards. 2:17 left to go in the contest. Briarcrest comes to the line. They have to convert here. Melvin Cole, the lone back. Twins to the far side. Near side, excuse me. Back to throw is Fletcher. Fletcher's pass into the front, picked up by Drury, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, and out of bounds at the 28-yard line. BGA intercepts and returns it deep into Briarcrest territory.
And my, how the tables have turned. Kyle Drury stepping in front of the pass and taking it deep into Briarcrest territory. Now it's the Cats that hold the advantage with a couple of first downs. They'll be the ones in position to kick a field goal with a chance to win the game.
Oh my, the Wildcats coming through in the clutch. Briarcrest is stunned right now. Their fans are silent. The BGA crowd on the far side, all 3,500 on their feet. Under 2 minutes left to go, 1:57, I formation, handoff is to Carl. Powers forward, BGA playing power football. And he'll gain maybe a yard and a half or 2 yards.
I expect this to stay on the ground from BGA for the rest of the ball game.
And now we notice some mass exodus from Briarcrest fans from the right side to the left.
Trying to make some noise and distract the BGA offense.
Well, if they had Todd Sutter just like last year, they would be in field goal range right now. Bickley under center. Handoff left side. Carl pounds over a defender across the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. And Josh Fletcher, the quarterback and defensive back for Briarcrest, has his hands on his helmet. He is frustrated right now. Clock rolls under 1 minute. 7-7 your score. Can BGA score and win this game, or can Briarcrest get the football back and take it in for a touchdown? High formation, handoff, Carl pounds forward down to the 16-yard line, 1st and 10, off of 3rd and short. 48 seconds left to go in the ball game, 7-7 your score.
Now BGA is in a situation where they can just run the clock down. They have no timeouts, but they can take the time to get the ball in perfect position where they want their kicker to have the ball to attempt the game-winning field goal.
Briarcrest on defense right now. 7-7 your score. 38 seconds left to go. High formation. Bickley on the keeper. He's got to be wrapped up and sacked at the 24. And you can hear the fans going crazy in the stadium. Melvin Cole sacked him. The big 5'10", 195-pound senior linebacker.
Bickley's preparing to spike the ball. You don't want to do it too quick. That'll leave too much time on the clock, but he spikes it with 17 seconds left.
So now
Bickley spikes the football, brings up 3rd down and 17 for BGA. Ball at the 23-yard line.
down, I guess you've got to kick no timeouts. Joe Rock on to attempt the field goal. This will be spotted from the 30-yard line. From the right hash. It all comes down to this. A 40-yard field goal attempt from Locke from the right side. The snap by Parrish to hold the kick. It's long enough. Is it good? It is no good. It is no good. It is no good. Wide left with 12 seconds left to go. The score 7-7. BGA and Briarcrest tied with 12 seconds left to go. Oh my, what a game.
Fabulous game. The sack that Bickley took really seemed to take the Cats out of sync. Had some bad clock management in there. Then Locke misses the field goal wide left there. 12 seconds to go. You'd expect the Saints just to be content to take this game into overtime. We've got overtime on the Clinic Bowl Network most likely coming up.
Most likely, unless Briarcrest can score. And then it's Hello State Championship and Hello Silver Ball. Wing formation, handoff is to Melvin. Cole finds running room. Harlan Hickerson makes the tackle. Cole still on his feet to the 35. Cole still on his feet. He's jammed backwards. And Briarcrest calls timeout with 4 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Briarcrest.
formation. Fletcher steps up, takes the snap at the 32, trips to the near side. Fletcher rolling. Fletcher looks downfield, launches a bomb, and it is out of bounds.
Fletcher's pass incomplete. At the end of regulation, the game is tied at 7.
Running back along with Towns. Pitch out as the Towns running left side. Towns powers through. He stopped at the line, and he fumbled the football. Briarcrest gets it back, and that's...
Walton on the stop. There's a flag on the play.
Well, that's a flag. I'm sorry. He did not fumble. I thought that was the marker for the fumble, but it is a flag. The referee tonight, Steve Street, umpire Tim Davis, head linesman Randall Brewer, line judge Jason Martin, and back judge Gary Ryan. We've got a flag down at the line. The referee's talking it over with BGA, so this will go against Briarcrest. Let's go down to Mr. Steve Street. 7-7 to score. We're in overtime. So that block in the back moves it back 10.
Backs it up 10 yards.
Well, that's a costly error. Now Briarcrest has got first and goal to go from the 20. We are in overtime. Briarcrest with their first overtime possession. Twins wide out to the near side and one to the short side of the field to the far side. Shotgun formation for Fletcher at the 25. Plants at the 30. Now he's going to run. Fletcher to the 20. Cuts right, now left. Back to the right. Steps over a defender. And he picks up 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up second down, a goal to go from the 14-yard line.
Good play there by Fletcher. No one open in the end zone, so he's going to touch the ball and try to make the best out of it he can. But he's still a long way away from the end zone. Second and goal from the 14. So that penalty's really coming back to hurt Briarcrest again. Cole shaking up on the play.
Seven your score. Second down and goal to go for Briarcrest. Football spotted at the 14-yard line. One back set. Trips to the near side. Quick drop. Pass behind the line of scrimmage to Towns. Towns to the 15. Towns to the 10. Towns inside the 10 down to the 6, where he's wrapped up and pulled down on the play by Davis Berry, the 5'9", 200-pound junior.
Combined on the stop for BGA.
Well, now it's going to be third down and goal from the 7.
Got to think Fletcher's going to go back into the air on this one, try to get the ball into the end zone, force BGA to get a touchdown to match him.
Third down, goal to go at the 7. We are in overtime. Fletcher, shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Fletcher stands at the 12, takes the shotgun snap. 2-step drop, flushed out of the pocket. Fletcher on the keeper to the 5. Fletcher to the 2, and he's short of the end zone.
Fletcher on the carry.
Decision time for the Saints.
Coach Freeze went for it earlier. It was far shorter distance that he had to get. I think he got a kick here, get something on the board, force BGA to do something, put some pressure on them. Each team was given an extra timeout coming into overtime.
Timeout, Briarcrest. To attempt the field goal for Briarcrest. 19-yard attempt.
Sparks from the right hash. Sparks, automatic from 9 yards. Briarcrest has the lead in overtime. That was 19 yards out. First and 10 for BGA following the Briarcrest field goal. Bickley under center, I formation. Bickley gives offside Carl. Carl pounds up the middle down to the 6-yard line. Pick up a 4. 10-7. BGA's got to score here. A touchdown puts them in the lead. A field goal.
Touchdown wins it.
Touchdown wins it. Yeah, perfect. I couldn't have said it better myself. 10-7 the score. Second out and goal to go from the 6. The Briarcrest faithful getting behind their squad. Pitch out to Carl. Carl has running room to the 10. Carl to the 5. Carl dives down to the 2-yard line. 10-7 the score.
And to BGA having already missed 2 field goals wide left today, you got to think you don't want this coming down to the kicking game. You want to punch it in right here and go home with your golden ball.
Third down and goal from the 2. It doesn't get any better than this.
You might even think about this as 4-down territory for the Wildcats.
I definitely think it would be. Well, it all comes down to this. Months of preparation, power I formation. Holloway, Hickerson, and Carl in the backfield. Hand off Ryan Carl, hops over the defense, and he stops short. Ryan Carl stopped short by Briarcrest. Their D holds tight.
Bickley's going to take his time out and discuss what they want to do.
Brings up 4th and goal from the 1. Timeout, BGA. Into a temple field goal for BGA.
Scott Vick to kick for the Cats. This will be an 18-yarder from the middle of the field. Bickley to hold. And we have got a timeout.
Briarcrest is going to ice him, I think.
Timeout.
Well, this is what it all comes down to. We're going to keep it right here, 10-7. Oh, boy. Dawes. Bradley Lambert, our producer, wants us to watch for the fake. BGA's going to kick. 4th down and 2. Lock from the 9-yard line. A 19-yard attempt from slightly right of center. Parrish to snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. Is it good? It is good. We are tied at 10. We go to overtime number 2. Miss the end. I formation. The band playing loud. Bickley under center. Hands off to Carl. Carl stopped as he crosses the 10-yard line. Boy, the crowd is loud.
BGA could really benefit by getting a touchdown here and putting 7 points on the board. Force Briarcrest to come back with a touchdown match and put some extra pressure on them.
I formation. This could be the Clinic Bowl game of the century. Bickley in the I formation. He's going to be on the option. Keeps it. Spins down to the 6-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down, a goal to go from the 6.
Fabulous job by the Briarcrest defense. You got to think that's going to force BGA to go to the air, someplace where they aren't very comfortable. But I don't think field goals are going to do it all the way through overtime. So BGA is going to have to go through the air and try to get into the end zone.
Well, do you keep it? Does the quarterback keep it? Or does he drop back and throw on 3rd and goal from the 6, Dawes?
I think he got to throw.
We've got a dandy tonight here at Vanderbilt Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Lining up on 3rd and goal from the 6 are the Wildcats. Moving from right to left. We're in the second overtime. Bickley back to throw under pressure. Dumps it out to Carl. Carl still on his feet down to the 5-yard line, down to the 3. And we'll see yet another BGA field goal. He's drugged down at the 3.5.
It's going to be Vick again coming on.
Vick will trot back onto the field. Quintero Franklin, who blocked a punt earlier in the day, comes back out onto the field. Checking out for Briarcrest, Grant Redmond.
The Vic will come in to attempt the field goal for
The clocks are off here at Vanderbilt Stadium. 10-10 your score. We're in overtime period number 2. This will be a 20-yard field goal. Spotted from the right hash. Bickley to hold. Vic to kick. Snap is good. Hold is up. And it is good!
Your score, BGA 13, Briarcrest 10.
13-10 the score. Briarcrest will have it first and goal from the 10. Offset eye, handoff running left side is Towns. Towns stopped at the 7.
Towns on the carry.
A porous defense for BGA, but they wrap him up and make a shoestring tackle at the 7-yard line. Gain of 3, second and goal from the 7.
Both defenses playing superbly in the overtime period. All you have to do to get in the end zone is essentially convert 1 first down on a drive, and neither team's been able to do it in 3 possessions thus far. If Briarcrest succeeds, they will win the state championship, and they're going to talk about it.
Goal to go from the 7. Melvin Cole back in the game. Fletcher, shotgun, handoff. Cole finds a hole. He's wrapped up, pulled down to the 5. He takes a beating as he's pulled to the ground.
Now it's the Briarcrest offense that's likely going to be forced to the air. They can somehow find an opening in the end zone, find a hole in the coverage. They'll walk out of here with the golden ball. If the pass would fall incomplete, we'd have another field goal attempt that possibly could send us to yet another overtime period.
Third down, goal to go, ball at the 5. For Briarcrest, it's Fletcher. Cole in the backfield. 1-step drop, he'll find Towns, running room. Towns short of the end zone to the 2-yard line.
Looked like he had room into the end zone, but a diving tackle saves the game for BGA. He's at the 1.5-yard line. It'll be interesting to see what the Saints are going to do. No sign of the kicker yet.
Oh, if they go for it, I'm not sure if BGA can hold. 13-10, BGA with a 3-point lead, and they're hanging on to it. Briarcrest gonna bring the offensive unit back out onto the field.
Here's the ball game.
Ball game on the line, 4th and goal from the 2. Fletcher under center. Fletcher, long snap count. 1-step drop, finds Towns, touchdown Briarcrest, and hello Memphis, the Saints are victorious. The Saints win in overtime, 16-13. Briarcrest wins the Clinic Bowl.
What a gutsy call by Coach Hughes. He gets it in the hands of his best player. He gets it into the end zone for a victory. 4 straight losses. Towns able to get in the end zone to stop it from being a 5th. And the Saints are going to leave Dudley Field with their first state championship.
Would the teams and coaches please clear the field for the presentation of the trophies?
Would the teams and coaches please clear the field for the presentation of the trophies?